Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, I'm going to be doing a general reading. If you want to order any of my services, check the description box below for my email, my tarot lessons, tarot sessions, tarot decks, miniature altars. If you want to order my t-shirts, if you want to order personalized decks, I do want to remind you all that I do create personalized handwritten decks where I put channeled messages on there for you individually. Okay, so that's also something that you can order if you'd like. So my hair and body oils as well, don't forget that, herb infused hair and body oils. Let's jump right into it. Now, during my pre-shuffle, I did pull this card. Let's not forget, we got to do the declare and decree, so I got to start there. This card came out. It says, they can no longer harm you. They can no longer harm you. Okay? So, obviously, the chosen, you always have opposition. Let's start with the declare and decree deck. So, whatever comes out of this deck, you're going to write it on paper and burn it. This will show you what spiritual blockages you need to clear out to help you navigate more freely on your path. That's way too many cards. Matter of fact, I'm just going to pull one random card today. So, all internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So you may not recognize just how powerful you are. You could be coming into recognition of that, but still put it on paper and burn it. Even if you feel like you are in your divine power, what I'm picking up is that there's far more to come. And it literally just started pouring down raining as soon as I said that. So you can clear out things in ways that you probably don't even see yet. So there could be a suppressed fear of what it really looks like when you really tap in. So put that on paper and burn it. That would also be connected to your solar plexus chakra. So you might get you a yellow candle. Write on that candle, I am in alignment and confidently utilize my divine powers from a space of integrity and love. I am in alignment with my divine power and confidently utilize my divine power from a space of integrity and love. In spirit and in flesh, let that candle burn through, okay? Yellow candle, solar plexus. Again, the part that you write down and burn on paper, all internal fear of my divine power is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Now, obviously, it's really showing you why they can no longer harm you because of that divine power that you have. For some of you, you only tapped in a little bit and your enemies are catching it. Okay, they are catching the spiritual hands on levels that they could never imagine. So you haven't even touched the surface of just how powerful you are. But let's jump right into the message and see what is it that you all need to know at this time. Adjudication. This is judgment right here. There's a judgment call that's being made upon your enemies right here. Okay? There's a judgment call that's being made on your enemies. That's why they can no longer harm you, because I feel like this is the Most High and your spiritual team that's judging some people, and there's hard evidence. There's hard evidence that's been presented here. And this is why they're being judged. Let's see. I'm going to clarify judgment. Or adjudication is what it says, but I'm picking up judgment energy. There's some facts and evidence that's been brought. It says judgment. Your enemies are under judgment. I know what I feel. They are under judgment, okay? They are being analyzed very closely. The evidence is right there on the table. They can't get around this one. So they're being judged to where whatever it is that they did, because it says they can no longer harm you. So that means they caused harm towards you in the past, chosen, in your sleep state. Before you recognize just how powerful you truly are, these beings they were sending harm your way in some way, shape, or form. And now they can't do it anymore because they're under judgment and because you have taken back your power. Let's see. What is bringing about this judgment? So, I have Father in the reverse, and then I have, it may not seem clear, but the answers you need are coming very soon. So you may not have full clarity about what these people did to you or how what role they played in making your life hell? Because for some of you, this was done on a spiritual level. For others of you, they literally was doing things, playing in your face type stuff in the 3D, causing blockages for you. But whichever direction it came from, they're still being judged. Everything, nothing can be hidden now. So it's all on the table. For some of you, this is a father figure that wasn't really a father to you. Or it could be a father of your children, or a stepfather, or a father-in-law. But it's something about father. For some of you, it's your priest. Somebody that you know, they call them father? Okay, but it's in a reverse, which shows you that they wasn't a true father figure at all. So it could be this person who's being, dark magic is at the bottom of the deck. So that's where a lot of this judgment is coming from. You might have had a father figure who was doing dark magic against you. Whoever this male is, it wasn't clear to you what part they played in causing stumbling blocks for you. They wanted you to fear your divine power because they understood just how powerful you are. But now they can't harm you anymore because you've awakened. Judgment is here. Dark magic. They were sending dark magic your way. Wow. For some of you, this is an in-law. These are your in-laws, specifically a father-in-law. Okay? So this could be someone that you are currently married to, or that you were married to. That person's father is the one that is a culprit for doing dark magic. Now, the question is, on a 3D level, because I know on a spiritual level why they was doing it, okay? They're pawns for the powers that were. So they're always surrounding the chosen, manipulating energy, trying to stop you from rising into your divinity. But on a 3D, what was this person's reasoning for sending dark magic towards the chosen? The Tower and the Ten of Cups. They wanted to break down your family structure. They had an issue. They didn't want you to have a healthy family dynamic. So they wanted to cause some sort of chaos here in your family structure. Wow, the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck because they wanted to feel like they were the ones that should be seated on the throne here. Look at that. Right behind that is the Magician in reverse. Yeah, the Emperor is a father figure. But see, this is the problem. This is not, this Emperor, the Empress is right behind this. Y'all just saw me shuffle these cards. Magician is right in between them. This person was doing spell work because they understood that you are a divine union. You're meant to be together. So this father figure, okay? Again, you have to understand where it's coming from. This father figure energy, who's not a true father, was sending dark magic towards this divine couple here. Because they understand that you two come together and you would have a truly happy dynamic here. So they caused a lot of tower moments in your life. And now they're being judged here because the type of harm that they were sending towards you was the type of harm that will break down your family structure. That's the type of harm that they were sending. Dark magic. They're being harshly judged because you really did not know. You felt something was off, but you probably couldn't pinpoint who was the culprit behind doing spell work against you. But now you see that this so-called father figure was doing this because of this union. They didn't want this union to come together. What is their problem about this union? Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Maybe they wanted somebody to remain in this childlike position, codependent on them in some way. But we're looking at children here too. What is the reason why this dark magic was being done? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody thought that they was going to be able to gain something financially. Look at that. I'm cutting the deck at the Judgment card. Maybe it's too beneficial for this father figure Because Queen of Pentacles is someone who's financially stable. So this father figure could have hoped that somehow they would benefit off of your abundance. And if you come into union as a divine masculine and feminine, now that abundance is shared between yourself and your offspring, or the family that you create together or that you merge together, however it works. So somebody did this for materialistic reasons, but they cannot avoid this judgment that's coming upon their head right now. They can't. But they did it to break down your family dynamic or to prevent you from coming into union with your divine partner. See, 9 of Cups and a Hermit. This person wanted you alone. Literally, they wanted you to spend your life alone. Okay? Hermit energy and the 9 of Cups. They didn't want you to have anybody. Hangman is at the bottom of the deck. This is like just sitting there, just waiting, alone. You know, finding happiness being by yourself, but then at the same time, it's like they didn't want you to be optimistic about your future and where things could potentially go for you. Yeah, they wanted you to take losses. Okay? They wanted you to take losses here and to come around people who were toxic. See, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. They were sending spell work in hopes that you would have this repeat cycle of unhealthy relationships. So if you did come into union with someone who is truly meant to be in your life, this so-called father figure, which could have been your in-law, or could have ended up potentially becoming your in-law. Because you might not have gotten married. You could have been with somebody for 10 years. I don't know why, but you could have been with somebody for 10 years and eventually things could have progressed into marriage. But whoever this so-called father figure is, again, it could be a father of someone's children or whatever. Father figure, they wanted a repeat cycle to replay in your life. They wanted you alone. They wanted to be able to eat off of your table. Okay? They wanted you codependent in some way. Sever ties. You cut ties with whoever this person is. There's a card right behind that. True friend is in the reverse. But you cut ties with this person. Okay? You sever ties with this father figure. Truth is here because you gained the truth. Some sort of clarity came in about their energy. Karmic debt is returned. So now, again, they're having to deal with the karma of what they've done. Let me see. Adjudication. Adjudication is clarified by the coffin. Man. Despair is at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this is, they're about to lose everything. But this coffin card, I'm clarifying adjudication, which is the same energy as judgment. For some of these people, their judgment is this right here. Going to sleep forever. If you know what I mean. Because it was that bad. Like what? And so this person is in despair, but they wanted you in despair. They wanted you going through changes. They wanted you financially unstable. Okay? That's what this person wanted here. Go ahead. Let me clarify this coffin card because this is the completion. Remember, it says they can no longer hurt you. That was the very first card that came out in my pre-shuffle. They can no longer hurt you. So this person that was doing the spell work and dark magic against you so that you would not come into union with your person and so that you would have disruptive energy in your family dynamic. This person that wanted you alone and lonely is now, their judgment is the coffin. It's being put to rest, whatever they was doing. But I don't know if it's putting them to rest too, if that's their judgment. It's almost like I'm getting a ruling of the death sentence. That's what I'm getting. Coffin. So coffin, the card that wanted to come out is child. Pathway. You know, this is... For some of you, this person was so sinister that they even wanted your child gone. Like if you had a child with your person and things was just chaotic for whatever reason, it's because this person was sending spell work your way, but they even tried to do things against your child. But another part that I'm picking up is that with the death card being clarified by child, you're not a child anymore. You've taken your own path. You've transformed. You've changed. You're not a child anymore. Those days are over. You're no longer codependent. Because even as an adult, you can still be a child in somebody else's eyes if you have to rely on them as a child would. So I just feel like it's the ending of you being this child that is seeking guidance by this person. So you're on your own path, but I'm picking up that somebody also, this is not for everybody. This part right here is not for everybody. But for some of you, you had a father figure, whatever role they played as a father figure, okay? I already listed the different ways that this person could be a father figure. They didn't even want your child here. That's how devastated they were by the idea of you being in a divine union. And so this person's karmic debt, if they took it that far when it comes to the spell work to try to attack your child, to take them up out of here, you best believe adjudication being clarified by death is the death sentence. Not by a physical judge here in the 3D. I'm talking about by spiritual judgment that takes them up out of here. And they definitely don't see it coming. Because they didn't know that this type of evidence was being collected on them. They thought they can get away with it, okay? Mature woman. See, that's why I was saying this is the ending of that childlike energy. You're not a child anymore. You're grown as hell. You've matured. You can make decisions for yourself. Somebody wanted you to feel like you was just codependent on them. Like you had to rely on them. This person is highly narcissistic, highly egotistical, psychopathic, main male. See, they wanted to be the main person in your life. They wanted to be the main person in your life. For some of you, this is not your actual father figure, like maternal. This is like a child's father. But this is definitely someone who didn't want to see you thriving here. And they are in some major, major trouble. I don't even think that they realize the magnitude. This person is very toxic. Very, very toxic. So their absence here on this earth will not be missed. Their presence won't be missed. Okay? Financial victory, you're getting it all back. That's a part of the judgment. They lose it all, so they'll be in despair. This is what could likely lead to their transitioning. They're going to be in despair because they're going to take a lot of losses and they're going to have to work their fingers to the bone. And that could take them up out of here because it's too much. See, they lose. They lose. If they thought that they could try to rectify their wrongdoing, if they thought that they could bypass judgment and that they could stand before the Most High and your spiritual team and lie and say, oh, I did this because XYZ. No, they couldn't do it. This is not being heard because the evidence is right here. Okay? The evidence is right there. Spiritual evidence has already been presented to the judge of all judges. And they will wish that this was a physical judge. They will wish that this was being taken to the court system that's here in the 3D. Because this is getting ready to eat their asses alive. Black sheep, you were always different. You were always different and they knew it. You're seeing things very clearly. Not only that, but they're seeing things very clearly too. They know. Their judgment is here. That was a foolish thing to do. This person is toxic though. They never wanted to see you grow up, to rise into your divinity, to not have to rely on them in certain ways. And so they tried to attack your family or the potential of having a family. I heard for some of you, even if you lost a child and they never came here, they never got here, they never made it here. It could have been that type of situation. You have multiple enemies involved. So it wasn't just this father figure. You have multiple enemies involved. Because with that divine masculine and feminine coming out together right away, there was also a false. See, we had true friend in the reverse earlier. This is a totally different deck that says false female friend. That false female friend is one of the enemies of yours as well. I have honorable investigator. That could most definitely be your, look at that, secrets revealed. Nothing can be hidden in the age of Aquarius. And that's why I say folks think that they can get away with things. Oh, if I'm not doing anything physically to harm them and I just do all black magic and send an evil eye and do hexes and curses, then I can get away with it. That's what they think, because they figure that can't be taken to court. They can't go to jail, things like that. But that type of violation goes way beyond anything they can do in the physical. And this is why their judgment is very, very, very harsh. Losing wealth. I told you, they're going to be very, very broke, living in poverty. They're losing everything that was of value to them, because that's all they cared about really is money. But see, what you find valuable is a different type of wealth. Your connection to your divine masculine or divine feminine, having a strong family dynamic, being in your purpose, being the best version of yourself, having those things that you need in order to fulfill your assignment, that's what you call wealth, right? Whereas these carnal-minded beings who were your enemies, their idea of wealth is just paper money, materialistic things. That's their idea of wealth, and that's why they're losing it all. That's why they're going to be in despair. Look at this. It says karmic bullet is flying. Okay? And that bullet is flying fast. That's why I said it's going to hit them, and they're not even going to see it coming. Blackmail is here. They tried to blackmail you, but it's in the reverse, so it was unsuccessful. But that karmic bullet is flying because, see, they tried to slander your name. The blackmail dealt with some form of slander. They said some things about you to try to tarnish your name here. What's the slander? That was the blackmail. You are powerful. Okay? You are powerful out there. And remember the first card that came out, it said, all fear of my internal power. But the slander, mother. Slander deals with mother. They might have said something to you about you as a mother. Karmic family. So that's why I say it's multiple enemies. It's not just the so-called father figure. They might have slandered you to their mother. Like if this is a child's father who was doing the spell work against you, they could have said a lot of things about you to their mother about your parenting skills. But either way, it's a lot of karmic energies that's around you, as well as a false friend. But they know just how powerful you are. But their hopes was that you would never discover it, because they recognize that you'll come into union with your divine masculine or divine feminine. People they make some really dumb decisions. See, they said things about you. They said you had addictions. Okay, they probably said that you did foolish things, because it says foolish decision. They probably said that you did a lot of foolish things in order to maintain your addictions, right? They could have said you was all out here in the streets doing all types of things, right? But that could have been some of the things that they were slandering your name about. Blinding spells. They was trying to blind people so that they wouldn't be able to see the real truth about who you are. But now it's very clear. Because when the Empress and the Emperor comes out, this is an undeniable energy. This is not something that you can fake. This is not something that you can, put a mask on and pretend to be. No. This is a frequency. This is a energy. And you only become the Empress or the Emperor because you have truly healed and died to the old version of yourself. So you cannot sit on this throne without doing the work to get on the right frequency to sit on the throne. And so it's not something that can be faked. And so everybody knows the truth. See, because you're staying on course. You're not letting this person get you off course here. Look at that. It's a false friend involved here. Because we already had, this is the third time that I'm seeing false friend come out. Some of y'all, you might have already gotten rid of this person. I'm going to tap in and see what's going on with this so-called false friend. Because I have at least 3 cards that's giving some indicators of a false friend. One of them said a false female friend. So for some of you, it's a false female friend. It doesn't have to just be a female, though. False friend, false female friend. I'm trying to see, did it come out again? But either way, you're seeing things very clearly. Again, for some of you, your in-laws were involved in this, though. Okay? But let's see. What is going on with this false friend? It's judgment time. Unsuccessful attempts. So this false friend also tried to work up against you to weaken you, but their attempts were unsuccessful. They couldn't do it because you're too powerful. They tried it, though. They definitely tried it. They made multiple attempts. See, because you broke free from that person. I don't feel like you still deal with that person. Bottom of the deck says you win. Okay? But I'm also picking up a competitive nature from this so-called false friend. They were very competitive in their energy, you know, always trying to one-up you. And that's probably why you walked away from this person. See, this false friend is under punishment as well. They're under judgment as well. Close relatives. I told you. Y'all got some close relatives around. You might not be around them now. But you, again, you were the black sheep. These people are going through depression. But I feel like that's what they wanted for you. They wanted you to feel depressed. They wanted you to feel alone. Like you had nobody. So they could have isolated you. They could have definitely isolated you to make you feel like you were not a part of the family dynamic. But you always knew that you really wasn't a part of the family dynamic. So you have a divine connection to the Most High. So it's not like you needed their validation. But you had a lot of toxic energies around you that had ill intentions towards you. Because of jealousy, because of competition, because they wanted you to remain codependent, because they didn't want you to know your power. The card of theft is here. They tried to take from you. They wanted to take your inheritance, your birthright, and your freedom. Let me clarify theft. They definitely wanted to take from you. All evidence is laid out on the table, though. Even the things that you're not aware of. See, spell broken. They did spell work to try to take from you. And taking could look like trying to hold back your abundance, trying to prevent you from receiving what is inherently yours, which would be that healthy family dynamic, you know, that overflow harvest, those spiritual gifts that you naturally possess that they wish they had, you know, the material financial wealth. Like they tried to do spells, but it was broken. You broke generational curses. You have been fulfilling your assignment. See, this person wore a false mask, but it's off now. Bottom of the deck says karmics are losing money. So while they tried to take from you, all of these karmics, every last one of them, karmic friends, karmic lovers, family, they're losing. They're losing everything. The lovers is here. You will come into union with your person whether they like it or not. They spent a lot of time trying to keep you lonely and keep the two of you apart, but they can't do it. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. It was work without reward because you're still going to come into union with your divine partner. They put in all of that effort. They spent a lot of money too, trying to hire people to work up against you. Look at that. I told you there's the magician again. They spent a lot of money to try to keep you in sorrow and to keep you, you know, as the wounded warrior, you know, constantly holding on. No, but now that's no more because you manifested a different outcome for yourself. The rituals and the alchemy that you have been doing, chosen, is far powerful. It's far more powerful than any of the low vibrational dark magic that these beings tried to do against you multiple times, hiring multiple people on multiple occasions, okay? For a long period of time. But you came in, you ain't even fully tapped into your full potential and was able to work because you have a connection again with the Most High Mother and Father. And your spiritual team, you was able to come in and alchemize and transmute that energy so fast and completely get yourself up out of whatever they was trying to put in front of your way. Easy. But even though you was able to overcome it, they still going to be judged harshly. Harshly judged. Again, with that coffin card, it will look like this. Four of Pentacles. I just heard some of them won't even get a coffin. Because they got people around them that they use, that they worked with against you, that will not even spend their money to buy this person a coffin. So they sat up thinking that they had people around, that they had one accord, they had one agenda, and that was to come up against you, chosen. But even once this person transitions, them same people are going to be holding on to their purses like, I ain't got it. You got it? No, I ain't got it either. I ain't got it. So they may not even get a coffin. Divine Masculine is in the reverse with the World here. For some of you, this was a false masculine. See, you're not looking in the direction of the false masculine, though. You're looking in the direction of your true divine union. This false masculine is out the picture. For some of you, this is a person that was a father figure or a father of your children or of a child. And they were a false masculine. They tried to send spell work because they never wanted you to look in the direction of this true divine union here and to build and to have generational wealth. They never wanted to see it happen. Okay, Two of Pentacles in the reverse, they got dropped. They got dropped and released. Seven of Wands in the reverse. This person is not protected. They have no divine protection. Whoever this is, they're very jealous. They lack creativity. King of Wands in the reverse is a very malicious and spiteful individual. Very narcissistic. And they're mad because you're shining, you're thriving, you're doing well. And they're also mad because you see them. Judgment card is here again. Judgment card is here again. 3 times already. 3 times. So it's been verified. So this message is a very clear message. I don't even really need to take too much out. The main thing is that you step into your divinity, no longer fearing your divine power. Use that power that the Most High Mother and Father has given you. Karmic partner. See, I told you, for some of you, this was most definitely a karmic partner that you dealt with in the past that was jealous. They didn't want to see you have a healthy relationship with your divine person, so they sent spell work. See, I told you, look, this says wanted to cause illness, so they might have tried to cause illness towards you or towards the family that you was creating with someone else. Like I said, for some of them, they was targeting children. But this says wants your energy. So they wanted you sick, not doing well, so that they could siphon your energy. Because they thought that they was going to somehow benefit off of harming you and keeping you stuck. See, it says, I'm afraid to start over. They wanted you to be afraid to walk away from them. Or afraid to start all over again and to start a fresh life for yourself. Even if it wasn't walking away from a karmic partner, because this is not for everybody. Some of you is not a karmic partner. But they didn't want you to start. They wanted you fearful of a new life. Fearful of your own independence. I'm going to take one more and I'm closing out. Planned since the beginning. They've been planning this for a long, long time. Long time. So that's how you know this was premeditated. And this is why the coffin is their judgment. So remember, the very first card from my pre-shuffle said they can no longer harm you. Their time is up. All of this foolishness is up. But what's not over is the judgment that's coming upon their heads. This is going to be a lifelong judgment that for some of them is going to take them up out of here. And will likely continue in the next lifetime because they will not have gotten a lesson in this one. So that's my message for you all. I love you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know or let us know how it resonates with your circumstances. And I'll talk to y'all next time.